Happy Tuesday to you. After former Mariner Teoscar Hernandez won the home run derby last night. I know a lot of Mariner fans are like, really? Really? You go away and you do that? It's time for the Midsummer Classic tonight. It is the best of the National League against the best of the American League at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Logan Gilbert and Andrés Muñoz representing the Mariners tonight. MLB TV caught up with Logan Gilbert and Seattle's first-round draft pick, Girangelo Sinja, and asked Gilbert what he and the switch pitching draft pick were chatting about.
I was just trying to get him to teach me how to throw lefty 95 or whatever it is. I don't know how he does it, but we're obviously so excited to have him. And like you said, I feel like we develop pitching really well. It's easy when you're throwing 99 with both hands, but it's just fun to have him here and hopefully keep that going.
Hey, this is what's so amazing about the All-Star Game, being right here with the draft, is that when guys get drafted, you can immediately come to the All-Star Game, be able to pick the brains of the players, of possibly guys you're going to be playing with, hopefully in the near future. So what you most looking forward to talking to these guys about?
Like what they can actually like help me with, and what's like the little things that can help you to make to the big leagues, and always just like talk to them because they make it and what you have to do so you can make it too.
I got to ask, man, pitching from both sides. I understand the arm strength can be strong on both sides, but how do you get the legs and the body to all flow together when you're flipping from side to side on the mound?
Always trying to get my legs, like work on my legs so I can stay stronger from the with my legs. And because my legs is everything for me, and especially throwing from both sides. And I think that's one of the things I always work on. And I mean, the arm is there, but I think for me personally, I need the legs so I can keep doing what I'm doing.
And Logan, for you, man, first, how rewarding does it feel to be out here today, especially with the pitching staff that you guys have? And secondly, how much do you guys sit there and talk shop with each other and feed off of each other when you're out there during the season?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I feel like any of our guys could have been here for sure. So to be able to represent Seattle is huge, especially with the staff that we have. I say it all the time. I'm spoiled with the guys around me. I get to pick their brain every day. Watch them practice, watch bullpens. We all learn from each other. I'm stealing pitches from them or vice versa. So we got a really strong group, really close bond. It's fun having them around.
First pitch is, well, it's already happened. It's on right now on Fox TV. Today is the first of 2 days of festivities for the West Coast League All-Star Game happening in Bellingham. Tonight's feature is they're calling it the Community Champion Game, where WCL All-Stars are teamed up with teens and adults with disabilities for a game to benefit the Max Higbee Center. Wenatchee's Evan Canfield, Jonathan Fitz, Quincy Vassar, and Max Hartman all there to represent the AppleSox. The foursome has led Wenatchee to a first-half title in the North Division of the West Coast League. The game pitting the best players from the North and South will be played at Joe Martin Field tomorrow night. That'll start at 6:35. The game, by the way, broadcast on the MLB Network, MLB.TV, MLB.com, and the MLB app, featuring Tyler Mon on play-by-play, former Mariner pitcher Ryan Roland Smith as analyst alongside MLB Pipeline's Sam Dykstra. How about that? While Wenatchee's summer collegiate baseball team gets a break this week, the Wenatchee Wild are welcoming in their new head coach, Don Nachbaur. Will take over the reins of the team as it prepares for its second season in the Western Hockey League. Nachbaur comes to Wenatchee after coaching 30-plus years, including the last several in the AHL with Calgary.
Last 5 years, I've been up in the pros. I went from Spokane to the LA Kings as assistant. Tried a year in Slovakia, and the following year I went to the Swiss National League, which is their top pro leagues over there. But the Swiss National League is a top-end league. And then I was offered a job with the Calgary Flames to work with their younger guys on their farm club, and I enjoyed that role. But it's good to be back as a head coach coming into Wenatchee, especially after spending the last 3 years in the American Hockey League.
Nachbaur's son Daniel played for the Wild in 2015, but Don says he's known Bliss Littler longer than that.
I met Bliss through coaching seminars. I even joined Bliss. He invited me to one of his hockey camps down in Vegas, and I did those camps for a couple of years before Dan ever played for him. So Bliss and I did have a relationship through the coaching world, and we had a lot of the same philosophies. We actually did our HP1, which is our high performance certification in Canada through Hockey Canada. So I met him there, and but we've run into each other at seminars before, and we've done a lot of camps. When I was coaching with the LA Kings, he invited me over to help select a couple of his Wenatchee Wild teams. So I was a guest coach, just sitting in the stands. I believe one camp I went on the ice a couple times, but for the most part, I was just sitting up in the stands observing and giving input on players, and he allowed me to do that. But you know, we've had a friendship for quite a few years now, and over that course of time, we've spoken about hockey a lot. So he knew that there was a really unique correlation between the way we both think the game.
Nachbaur will be bringing assistant coach Dan Johnston with him from Calgary and looks forward to working with Chris Clark and Lee Mendelson this season.
Let's first talk about Clarkey and Lee, because they're going to be huge assets for me. They know most of the players, so they're going to be a resounding board for me, telling me what they know about the players. So it's invaluable. Their help's going to be really needed. Both guys are really good with the kids. I know that. I've known both those guys in the past, and I've worked camps with both of them. So there's a real comfort level with those two. DJ, on the other hand, has got 2 years experience with the Brandon Wheat-Kings running their D. He was hired by Calgary to come in and run the video, and that's all he did. He worked with video, but he was excellent with the young guys, bringing them in, showing them video. He's excellent at marketing and coding the game, so he's going to be a huge time consumer for me, saving me time with areas of the game. But I've got a real trust level with him because I've watched him work for the past 2 years. He's a good coach. He relates real well to the players, and he's got a lot of passion for the game. And he's excited about coming to Wenatchee, I can tell you that.
We'll hear more from Nachbaur tomorrow, including his brush with greatness early in his NHL career. The Wild start the season with exhibition games coming up in early September. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.